across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On play action, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's James returning. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. That one complete out to Dotson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jahan Dotson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On play action, Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Baron Browning in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, Wilson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, All I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen swinging this out for Pollard. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To the air, Allen. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Buda Baker with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now you've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Beck. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 24. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run here with Akers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brings up 2nd and 8. Now a give here to Pollard. Shifts past him at the 45. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. On the handoff, it's Akers. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 4th down. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here's Jackson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jackson. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Panthers. Jahan Dotson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
We spend a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spend a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Throwing is Allen. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Panthers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the New.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit.